host position in the center. We're beautifully done.
Yo guys, no bet winner, no entry.
Sports fans out there, are you ready? It's a beautiful evening and welcome to tonight's game. The lady shows up and she's been denied. Oh no. But wait, she's back with bet winner. Wait. Oh, what a beautiful pass. And it's a
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Bet responsibly, not for persons below 18 years, and gaming can be addictive.
Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, Ghana! People of Kaswa! At long last, Kaswa to the world is here! The wait is over! Afro Entertainment presents Kaswa to the world! Too much money with Frankie, Rhymes, and Friends inside Kaswa, Takaba Junction. So again, mark your calendars, 25th of March, time 7 a.m. till daybreak. Special guest artist, Guru, Ababa Christie, DJ Azonto, Nifani, NY, Ayite Power, Bukomba. Special guest on Little DJs, DJ Lodash, Professor Wise, DJ Bosco, DJ Lumo. Side attraction, luxurious car exhibition, bikini car wash, wild and expensive bike show, musical concerts, boat sales. We are bringing a party and a performance night inside Kaswa. If you want a spot to sell your food and drinks, call 0544 911 520. It's Ghana inside Kaswa, 25th of March at Kakraba Junction.
Me did the young antechua, and maybe I'm discovered for Europe. I come a bush for Ghana. No, me used to tap send. No fee mobile money transfer. You're easy, you're convenient, you're fast, and sounds so you're free. Won't you share? Me discover ye map him. Tap send. Intienne. Also download the tap send app. No, ever mobile phone so free. Never see kakomo a bush for Ghana for na. Tap send. Papa no.
This is the editorial here on Sammy Flex TV. Today I was trying to start with some singing because an American rapper, American producer, American actor, and a businessman is in town. I'm talking about Ludacris. So I was trying to show my rap skills by saying shabba-dee-boo-dee-boo, 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 sha. But I'm fat. We still have to maintain it slow and go the Sammy Flex way on the editorial here on Sammy Flex TV. And I'm saying thanks to okay, I'm not saying thanks to DJ the Double. I had a DJ called Double Richie. I'm sure his name came to my mind. But I'm talking about man like Digital Rasta. Call him Currency, who is on camera. Richie Flex is the editor, director of the show. And I know you are the other side. You are also enjoying this here on Sammy Flex TV. Two main stories and we are done with it. First of all, let me say thanks to Ludacris for coming to Ghana to promote the Afrobeats agenda. And I know it feels so good now that the Afrobeat agenda, if it is Nigeria, then Ghana will also be there. And if it is Ghana, then Nigeria will also be there. The last time I checked, when some people were discussing about the Afrobeat and those who are the torchbearers, obviously one country was mentioned, and that country was Nigeria. We support them with all the vim and the power that they are using to push Afrobeat to the world, especially to men like Burna Boy, Davido, Wizkid, and the new ones like Thames, Rema, and Co. They are doing so well and it feels so good. But this story gives me some excitement that when Ludacris decided to put out an Afrobeat album, his first base was in Ghana. That's a good feeling. His first base to talk about his Afrobeat album was in Ghana. And as we talk, we have seen him with Sarkodie, and Sarkodie is obviously ready to do his bit to this particular album. And that is what I'm going to talk about today. Now, let me read a story on Ghana Web, then I'll come and tell you more about the Afrobeat drive and the fact that Ludacris has seen the need to come to Ghana. This is not the first time Ludacris is actually meeting Sarkodie. They've met before, I think somewhere in 2019 or so, when we started launching the the year of return, and the fact that everybody who believes he has the African descent should be coming to Ghana to celebrate the year of return. Ludacris met with Sarkodie, and today It is business time, and once again, Ludacris came, and his first point of call was in Sarkodie's house. Now, there is a signature thing in Sarkodie's house, that is if you don't know. If you go to Sarkodie's house and you're a visitor, obviously, he will prepare some special jollof for you, and you are sure going to enjoy it. Personally, I have been a beneficiary of that jollof before, so I know what I'm talking about. He will do it himself, take his time, serve you, and you are sure going to enjoy it. So whilst you are enjoying it, then conversations will be happening. Same way, he gave the same welcome to Ludacris, and business has started, I want to believe. And now the story I'm reading here from Ghana web says, Ludacris arrives in Ghana as he commences work on an Afrobeat album. The story reads, American rap star and actor Ludacris is in Ghana. The musician, who last visited West African country in 2019 during the activities marking the year of return, returns this time with a different purpose. Now, according to a reliable information available to Ghana's Hub for Pop Culture and Urban Entertainment, that is www.nydjlive.com, Ludacris is in the country to work with a number of producers and musicians as part of an Afrobeat album he is currently working on. He has already established contact with Sarkodie. In a video posted to the multiple award-winning artist's Instagram story, Ludacris is seen enjoying Sarkodie's signature jollof. Ahead of his travel to Ghana, Ludacris was seen in a video with Ghanaian Billboard charting producer and musician Neptunes. The musician will visit other African countries, including Nigeria, where he is expected to work with other musicians and producers. Now, over the past few years, Afrobeat has become a toast of the West with a number of African artists, including Wizkid, Burna Boy, Ashake, Kiddy, and many others dominating charts all over the world. Now, this is why I'm so excited about this story. Whether we like it or not, the West has seen the influence of Afrobeat. At least, if not for anything, we can use some recent happenings to do this particular measurement, where some Nigerian artists, I'm talking about Rema, Burna Boy, Thames, when they were called to perform at the NBA finals, it was so clear. Now we are also having Burna Boy, who is built to perform in Istanbul in July for, I think June or July, okay, I think it's June rather, in June for the UEFA Champions League final. And I want to believe all these things are stuff to tell you that Afrobeat is really taking over world music. So if people like Ludacris, if they are seeing the future into music and they know that Afrobeat is the future, obviously they rush to Africa. And if you are coming to Africa to do Afrobeat, there are two countries you would consider. First, you would either consider Ghana or you would consider Nigeria. But in this case, information gathered is that Ludacris is sure going to consider both countries, but he decided to make Ghana his first stop. Now, we've seen him with Sarkodie. Which other artists are we likely to see him with? And again, we hear that he'll be working with some producers as well. Which other producer or which producers are you going to see Ludacris work with them on this particular album? And what it means is that if the Afrobeat drive has seen its roots to Ghana, then it means our Ghanaian artists are doing so well. It means our Ghanaian artists are doing so marvelous. In that, they did not see only Nigeria, because I'm sure if Ludacris saw only Nigeria, he wouldn't have come to Ghana, not to even make Ghana his first stop. He would have gone to Nigeria straight. But because he's seen the need to come to Ghana first, to interact with Sarkodie, to do stuff with him in the studio, then it means that in their scheme of things, Ghana is really well placed. And I want to believe this is something that we should all take advantage of. Of course, I've also seen an album announcement from Morgan Heritage, where they have also featured 3 Ghanaian artists in there: Stonebwoy, Rocky Daoudi, as well as Shatawale. All these things are things that will tell you that Ghanaian musicians, no matter the little strides that they are making, they are still making a headway. And therefore, nobody should feel little. Everybody should keep pushing hard. One day, I know the competition will be tough at the end. I know one day when maybe a Burna Boy is mentioned, a Stonebwoy will be mentioned. When a Wizkid is mentioned, maybe a Sarkodie will be mentioned. When maybe a Davido is mentioned, a Shatawale will be mentioned. And that has been the dream of many of us who are crusaders of music from Ghana. And we are sure not going to relent on our efforts. We make sure that we push them to the top so that that competition becomes a tough one indeed. So for information, we are still monitoring Ludacris in Ghana. Ghana is very hospitable, so he's safe. He can drive, go to anywhere he wants to go to, and he will not be harmed in any way. We wish him well when he goes somewhere to. We pray that he will be fine same way. Now, I've seen a post online coming from Davido, and it gives me some confidence that our man is back. We all know what Davido has gone through over the past months, losing a son in that bizarre way, and the fact that social media users, including our own boy, Bongo Ideas, our own man Derek Money's best friend, did not take it lightly on him when he started putting out some unsavory stuff about Davido. Davido saw the need to even respond to him in his DM. Remember all this? Davido has been on the quiet. He even had a show, or a tour rather. He cancelled the tour because of that misfortune that came his way. Unfortunately, even his social media was very silent and quiet. His social media went very cool. He was not posting anything, not saying much. We know Davido is an active user of an app like Twitter, where at every point in time, when there is a general conversation, you see a contribution or two coming from Davido. But for the past month, we've not seen anything like that from him anymore. He's not saying much. But a post this afternoon spotted on his socials tells us that our man has now gathered enough momentum. His mojo is now on for him to bounce back into the business. Now, what did he post? I want to read what he posted. Then there is a video that my producer will show to you. So we wrap up with the editorial today. He wrote that there is a time for everything. A time to grieve and a time to heal. A time to laugh and a time to dance. A time to speak and a time for silence. Thank you to everyone out there for your love and support that has held me down. All the love and messages while I was away, the gift sent, the concert you all threw, I appreciate it all. Today, I want to remind you all that what is now, that is timeless, was once new. It is time for new. Okay, I get it. Today, I want to remind you all that what is now, that is timeless, was once new. It is time for new. My next album, Timeless, is here, March 31st. Pre-save link in bio. And he added the love emoji with a green color. I hear when you use the love emoji with a green color, it comes with a different meaning away from the red ones. Sometimes the red ones, it comes with broken heart as well. But the green ones they don't come with any broken heart. That's why the video used the green one, because he doesn't want to be broken hearted in any way. So what it means that the video's comeback in this announcement is also to announce his album that he calls Timeless. Interestingly, on the same day, that is 31st of March, Shatta Wale has also announced releasing his Mali dancehall album as well. Well, there is a voice where Davido was reading what he scripted. Let's go catch that voice briefly. When we come back, we'll be wrapping up the editorial here.
There's a time for everything. A time to grieve and a time to heal. A time to laugh and a time to dance. A time to speak and a time for silence. We all have the choice to do this in our own time. But thank God I am grounded by your love, which is timeless. Shake it!
All right, so once again, this is a big welcome to music lovers, and I love the way he was able to pay attention to details, and he even said that some people sent him gifts and all. I said, yeah, the rich will always continue to be richer, because I know some musician who has been down and nobody is even calling him to say hi, not to even talk about gifts, but the video is talking about gifts. And remember, whilst he was still mourning the son, his fans threw a huge event on his behalf in Nigeria that he was not even there. Interestingly, They gave him a big event, and even in his absence, the people still had fun playing Davido's song all over. He also captured that in his text where he said he thanks them for the parties and everything that they did for him whilst he was away. It is true, he has gone through a lot. I'm sure by now he's spoken to some people who have really gone deep into his senses, and they've told him that, bro, it is now time for you to be up. A certain psychologist told him something. Life does not end with your son. Life continues, whether your son is alive or dead. So continue with what you have been doing. And now man said, I've heard you, officer. I am now up, ready to do it. So I'm sure now that the album is being announced, that the Timeless album, it will be followed with other shows, including tours and more. Ghana is waiting for our fair share. At least we know he was built in December. Some of the shows here in Ghana, and I'm not sure he was even able to make it. I think Afro Nation or Afrochala, one of them, he was built to perform, and I'm not sure he was even able to make it because man was down. Nothing was really working for him. We thank God that he is back. It brings some seriousness into the game once again because they've left Burna Boy alone at the top. Yeah, at the moment, Nigeria, if it is not Burna Boy, it is Ashake. We're scared that guy here, he's minding his business. He can decide not to even release a song for a whole year and he'll still be riding in PJs. So with him, he's doing his thing. But for Davido, another active guy, always up and running. And his welcome is good news to the industry. Welcome Davido, welcome Ludacris, and Afrobeats is in motion. We are behind it, making sure Ghana will also be mentioned at the top no matter what. Let me say thanks to Digital Rasta Currency for doing our camera works for us, and to Richie Flex, who is the editor director of the show. Subscribe to us if you've not done that. If you've done that, we are so grateful. God bless you. See you in the evening for Showbiz Daily. We out.